What's happening, everybody out there in YouTube land, all that good stuff? Yeah, I know my hair ain't done the way it's supposed to be, but who cares? What's up, everybody? Alright, it's your boy Lucky, aka the Lover Boy. Just finished watching the Mayweather fight. Now, before I say anything, let me say this. As a professional and a person who's been fighting in the ring for the last 10 years, give or take, maybe 10 and a half, who knows, whatever. No, maybe 11. I don't know. Anyway, the whole point is, I covet my opinion more than anybody else's, because I do it. I've done it, I know it, and I'm a thinker. So my opinions don't just be based off of hearsay and whatever. Like, I've experienced it, I know it, and I feel that way. Because it is what it is. Long story short, how do I feel about this Mayweather fight? Last Maidana fight. First and foremost, let me let everybody know, this was the first time in Mayweather history that I was not rooting for Mayweather to win. I'm used to being at parties and places where I'm the only one rooting for Mayweather, or me and my date be the only ones rooting for Mayweather, and everybody else is rooting for the other guy. And this is the first time that wasn't the case. And I mean, in the Zab Judah fight, I was kind of in the middle, but I was happy at the end that Mayweather won the Zab Judah fight, because Zab Judah was proven to be a dirty, cheating, not so skill having dude by comparison. I came into this fight. I was already a Mayweather fan and a Maidana fan. The reason why I did not want Mayweather to win is because a few reasons. The main reason is I see what people are talking about now when they say, yeah, Mayweather's doing good for Mayweather, but he's not doing good for boxing. As a boxer, I have to deal with anything that's going on in boxing politics. Now, if Mayweather is getting the highest paydays, breaking records and making history and all that kind of stuff, and that's great for Mayweather. It really is. It's always good that someone raises the bar. It's a new bar. It's a new spot to attain. But you have to think, 99% of boxers are not fighting Mayweather. They're not even in his weight class. It's like what he's doing when he fights fighters, he's getting paid like 30 plus million, and then they're getting paid 1.5, 2, 3 million. Like, even if you look at this, right, on the table, what was it, 33 million? Let's say, these are the figures. $33 million. Marcos Maidana, who earned himself a rematch, who deserved to be there, who did not fight the way he fought for the first time, which totally threw him off. I don't know if that was a game plan thing or if Mayweather was just punching so hard he earned his respect and he was just nervous. I don't know. But Mayweather won decisively. I didn't even stick around for the decision. Mayweather won decisively. I saw that coming from a mile away. I wasn't entertained by him dancing around in the last round, because I thought that there was enough animosity for him to want to knock Marcos Maidana out and both of them to want to knock each other out. But Mayweather's a smart man, and a win is a win. What can you do? But on to the reason why politically I think it would have been better for boxing for Mayweather to lose, because when there's 33 million on the table and one guy gets 30 and one guy gets 3, what that is saying is I'm going to get 90% of this purse and you're going to get 10% of this purse. Now, all throughout boxing history, championships like the WBA, WBC, IBF, IBO, whatever, they have these standards of the champion getting anywhere from 60, 55%, 60%, 75% of the purse. Now, the purse may be $20 million. The highest purse may be $80 million, maybe $100 million. This may be the highest purse ever. And percentage-wise, they'll break it down in a decent way, where it's like, okay, well, you're not the champ, so you're going to get 25%. And you really don't argue with it because that's like their standard. Muhammad Ali had it that way. Sugar Ray Leonard had it that way. And that's just the way that it is. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. So when we're in this era where Mayweather is the new superstar and his percentages are 90% versus 10%, where I think in the last fight it was like 95% to 5%. Those kind of ratios are diminishing the value of every other boxer that isn't Mayweather. So, I mean, if you're not Mayweather, you should be offended because he's diminishing your value. What he's saying is, if you're not me, you don't deserve no money. That's what it's saying. And for every other promoter out there and for every other whatever, when they call you up and they lowball you with these low numbers and I'll give you $1,000, I'll give you $2,000, $5,000, $6,000, and you know the fight should be worth triple and quadruple times that amount. I don't know how I mean, personally, other than that, like I said, I've been a Mayweather fan for years, since over 10 years. I've been a Mayweather fan. I've been watching Mayweather religiously. I studied Mayweather. My first trainer told me to study Mayweather. You want to learn how to box, study Mayweather. So I mean, I respect him to death, but I mean, I don't know, man. If he's gonna retire undefeated, great, more power to him. I don't have nothing against that. Personally, I just hope he retires soon, so we can let the money trickle back down to all the other fighters out there. Not saying that, I mean, he's stymieing my career or anything like that, but just, I feel like more money can go to the rest of the boxers once this mindset of, if you're not Mayweather, you're not worth money. Because that's what he's saying. I feel it's disrespectful, honestly, to not have any kind of cap to say, I get 75% of the purse. To say that he can get as much as 90% of a purse, that is like saying, damn it, I can fight by myself. You're just here. And that's not the case. Mayweather doesn't fight just people who can fight. Mayweather fights people who have supports of entire countries behind him. He's fighting people who are worth money. He's fighting people who are bringing 1,000,000-something people who want to watch. Even though 1,000,000 people can't fit in that arena, that's what I'm talking about. But if you listen to the fights that Mayweather's in, the arena is filled with the other person's fans. The arena will be filled with Mexicans when he's fighting a Mexican. The arena is filled with Argentine people when he's fighting Marcos Maidana. The arena was filled with English people when he fought Ricky Hatton. These are people who, he's fighting people who have countries behind him. Now, it's not his fault that America doesn't stand behind him the way that other countries stand behind their fighters. That's another issue. But I just wish he would. I just wish he would retire so so he could the diminished value of all of the boxers can go back up. Because back when Shane Mosley and De La Hoya were in their heyday and all these other fighters, they were getting $1 million purchases. Sugar Ray Leonard when during his time, other fighters were getting paid. Other fighters, random champions were getting paid. I just heard recently that Danny Garcia fought for like less than $1 million. A champion who's defended his title several times fought for less than $1 million. What does that tell you about the value of being a champion? What's his name? Kid Chocolate was going to get $1.4 million to defend his title. He just let it go. He said, "Fuck that title." I'm not blaming all this on Mayweather, but I feel like if Mayweather wasn't doing the numbers he was doing and making it seem like nobody should be interested in boxing unless it is Mayweather, then Kid Chocolate's payday could have probably been $4 million. So, I mean, they have the same manager like Al Heyman or whatever, so I mean, I don't know, this is my opinion. Let me know how you feel. If you agree, disagree, whatever the case is. As far as how I feel about the fight, if I have enough time, let me see, I'll get into that real quick. Marcos Maidana, he tried to box arguably the best boxer of our time, which is the dumbest game plan I could imagine him getting. He earned himself a rematch by not doing that. So why he did that, for the life of me, I don't know. I don't know if Mayweather was just hitting so hard that he had to respect him. So I might have to give it that. That could be what happened. I know what it's like to make people look bad. But Mayweather was doing too much holding for me. Kenny Bayless was in the middle of the fight too much for me. I personally would have rather watched more action, more boxing, at least letting them swing on each other with one free hand. Just because my experience in boxing, that is a part of boxing. Yes, Marcos Maidana bit Mayweather, if you ask me. I don't think that is cool. But I mean, in all honesty, as a professional, if somebody puts me in a headlock and holds me excessively and then like puts their hand over my mouth and nose to stop me from breathing, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm not going to just sit there and take it, you know what I mean?